What's up, families? Greeting. It's your girl Glow, aka Sim Winnie, coming to you out of Cali. Um, just wanted to share a little bizarre story with you guys. Today, I stopped by Smart and Finals off of Vermont and Manchester area, up that way in LA today, and it was just a normal, typical day. And when I went inside the parking lot, I seen a guy. He was standing in front of the Smartin Finals, and he had a bucket in his hand, and so obviously he was taking change in and different things like that. I've never seen the guy before. I don't know him or anything about him. He don't know me from Adam of Eve or whatever you want to call it. So as me and my son proceeded by, because I had my little man with me today, as we proceeded by and walked by him today, inside of Smart and Final, he had said, when you on your way back out, do you think you have some change to spare? And I said, sure, I see what I have. So I went on in the store and I purchased a couple of items and quickly came back out the store. And so I had some change. I used my debit card inside the store, but I had some loose change in my hand when I came out the store. And he opened up his bucket. I said, I got some change for you. He opened up his bucket and I dropped some change inside the bucket. And when I walked a couple of inches away from him, he said, Gloria. And I turned right back around and looked at him. And he said, is that your name? And I said, yes, that is my name. I had an attitude by then because I'm like, this is bizarre. I don't know this guy. And he just, called out my name. And he was like, the spirits in the spirit realm said they see you. And I just turned around and was like, wow, because I was just amazed and astonished that a total stranger that I never met before, I don't know him, and I never seen him before. And I don't know if he know anybody that knows me. And I'm not a person that's out there. I do have a Facebook, so I'm like, how would this guy know my name? And he said the spirit realm told him my name, and they said they're watching me. And so it was just an eye opener for me to let me know that the spirit realm is watching me, and they got me. And it was just a honor to just feel that at that moment of, I don't know this person, I never seen this person before. I don't know if this person knows somebody that I know, but he sure did call out my name. And he threw his hands up like, the spirits told me your name, and they got you. And I was like, wow. It was an honor though to experience that. I'd experienced something like that before with a little 10-year-old girl. Was on the Blue Line train one day. I was coming from Compton, and this was more than 15 years ago, or about 10 years, about, now I'm going to say 15. I'll be kind of exaggerating if I said 15. So I'm going to say, yeah, it was about 15 years ago. And I was on a train, and this little girl got on the train, and she was very decayed, very dirty, very, very dirty on the outside. Hair matted up, looked like it hadn't been combed in 2 or 3 years. All her clothes was filthy, 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 filthy. But she didn't have a stench. She was no more than 10 years old. And when she walked up to me, the first thing I did was looking for the parents. I ain't see no parents. And she asked me, when she smiled, her teeth was pearly white, and so was her eyeballs. It was pearly white. And she said, what is the best book in the world that you can refer to me? And at that time, I was a Christian. And I said, the Holy Bible. And I looked beyond that and asked the child, where's your parents at? Where's your mama at? And she told me she was an orphan. And she said, I ride this train all the time. And I had already started tearing up and crying from the child being so decayed and dirty, but she had she was swinging on the pole next to me on the Blue Line train. So the train had came to a stop on Pacific Coast Highway and Long Beach Boulevard, and I looked at the little girl and I said, "Well, baby, do you at that time I received food stamps, and food stamps was made out of paper, not on an EBT card." So I reached in my pocket and I said, "Well, baby, can I give you some money?" This is a 10-year-old little girl, mind you. And the Mexicans and all the people that was on the train was looking at me crazy like I was talking to myself. And so I reached in my pocket and I had a $10 food stamp, but it was like $5 and a couple of ones. So I totaled a little $5 off and I handed it to the baby. And as soon as I gave it to her, she stepped off the train. And because the train had stopped, so I said, "Nah, I'm gonna go behind her because I couldn't let it go that this kid was on this train looking that decayed." And she said she was an orphan. So when she had stepped off just 1 minute, not even 1 minute, a couple of probably like 49 seconds before I stepped off behind her. And then when I stepped off behind her, she disappeared. She was nowhere on the platform. And if she was getting back on the train, she would have went in on the other side and I still would have been able to see her. If she would have went in the front caboose, I still would have been able to see her. So she had stepped off in seconds and was gone. So, I experienced these things and have experienced certain things like this in my life where it was bizarre and, things that I couldn't explain. So I'm just saying, I just want to let a lot of folks know that the ancestors are watching us. People are watching us, and watch how you treat people, homeless bums and different folks on the streets, because different entities and spirits can portal in through other people's bodies and bring messages to you. Your house could be a portal. Different places you go can be a portal. And at that moment in time, somebody um, might be used to use where the spirit realm is able to come into that person's body and speak, or use that person at that point in time. Or like the little girl, she just disappeared. And so I'm just saying, I had that experience today, family, and it was amazing to me for this guy to call out my name, and I didn't know him and he didn't know me. So I'm just letting you know, watch how you treat people, homeless people, people that are going through certain things. Um, just watch the bizarre moments that you have in life, family. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Peace and love. Ashe, ashe,